And badly burned, and her neighbors left with just the clothes on their backs after a massive fire at an apartment complex. Flames destroyed multiple units. 19 people are now homeless. One woman who was burned on 30% of her body is fighting to stay alive. Atlanta News First Rachel Aragon is live in Doraville outside of what's left of the landing at Pleasantdale Apartments. Now, Rachel, this is the second time we've actually covered a fire at this complex.
Correct. A massive fire broke out at this very complex last year, but this time, though, the massive fire instead severely injuring one woman and displacing several others. Still, many residents I spoke to today said they did all they can to help each other out and escape the flames.
We just heard a whole bunch of screaming, people hollering, asking, help me, help me, help me.
12 hours after this fire ripped through her apartment building, Ashley Pannell returned to her complex, recalling the chaos that followed the flames.
So we came outside to see what was going on. The building was engulfed in flames. Somebody had to jump off their balcony because her apartment was already engulfed.
DeKalb County Fire says more than a dozen people were displaced. The fire burning over 30% of one woman's body. But it's not the first time fire rips through this Doraville complex.
Because I couldn't find her, I couldn't see her, anything.
Aerial footage from April 2022 shows a similar scene at the landing at Pleasantdale Apartments. Thankfully, last year, there were no injuries. As for Wednesday night's fire, DeKalb County Fire returned to the complex this morning, surveying the now charred building to ensure there's no chance another fire could spark.
I saw people crying, people bandaged up.
Those living at this apartment complex stepping up to offer help to those who lost everything.
My prayers go out to the family for all that they lost. If there's anything we can do as a family, we will do so.
And DeKalb County Fire and Rescue says that they're still investigating the cause of this fire. And we also know the Red Cross says there too are assisting families impacted by last night's fire. We're live in Doraville. Rachel Aragon, Atlanta News First.